This 2025 Toyota Sienna Hybrid is about to get some minor improvements and upgrades for the 2026 model. For 2025, Toyota already did upgrade the interior technology when it comes to the standard equipment on the 2025. Across all grades, they've got some improvements when it comes to the multimedia. For 2025, Toyota upgraded the interior styling when it comes to the multimedia with this new, larger and wider touch screen that features the latest Toyota multimedia, which gives you wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, cloud-based navigation capability, Drive Connect capability, and more. Toyota also updated the wireless phone charger to be a little bit more on the later generation side. It does give you a bit of a faster charge, and it also does stay put a little bit better due to these raised grooves here that weren't there on the previous model 2021 to 2024 Toyota Sienna hybrids. They also upgraded the interior trim to this polished black finish throughout the interior, and they also upgraded the interior paneling here and finish to this high gloss wood grain style, which is really nice and luxurious, especially on the limited grade. You see here how it kind of breaks away from the wood grain and fades into the black, which is pretty neat. Now, this model also is one of the models for 2025 that gets you the JBL sound system, but for 2026, the JBL audio system is actually going to be standard across the XSE front-wheel drive and XSE all-wheel drive models, as well as the Limited and the Platinum. And on the 2026 LE model, both the front wheel and the all-wheel, you're going to get an 8-inch multimedia, still going to have the latest multimedia tech, and it's going to come with an 8-speaker audio system. Now, there are some changes coming for available colors on the 2026 Toyota Sienna across all models and trims. For example, this magnetic gray metallic, which I love, will be discontinued for 2026. You can also no longer get the celestial silver metallic on the Toyota Sienna for 2026, but they are adding or replacing this with one of my favorite gray colors, which is the heavy metal. That is going to be available across most lineups, which is a relatively new color. I would say it's definitely a cross between a dark gray, or a light gray, I should say, and a silver, which makes perfect sense for Toyota to condense the colors a little bit, get rid of this dark gray, get rid of the light silver, and have something like heavy metal, which is a perfect combination of the two. Okay, another thing to note for 2026, both the XSE models and the XSE technology packages, which for us here in Canada, that's only on the all-wheel drive trim. When you're going with the XSE front-wheel drive, it only comes as an XSE. It's now going to come standard with black handle overlays and a complete black badging and emblem package. So for example, there will be no chrome where it says XSE, where it says Sienna, and where it tells you that it's a hybrid all-wheel drive. This, for the most part, it's going to be all covered in a black overlay, which really suits something like the XSE, especially in that new heavy metal color. That'll be really cool. Okay, on the interior, there's really not much that's going to change from 25 to 26. Passenger configuration is going to be, for the most part, the same. The Limited, XSE, Platinum, they're all going to be the 7-passenger. 8-passenger will give you the LE trims and the XLE trims. XLE is still only available in a front-wheel drive for us here in Canada, but there is going to be one improvement, and that has to do with the back seats. I'll zoom in a little bit right here so you can see what I'm talking about. That privacy sunshade that's at that back quarter window is actually going to come standard now on all trims and models. Let's take a closer look. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Toyota just added this feature for 2025, I believe, because we've had some Sienna hybrids in the past, and I don't remember it coming with this, but this is actually very convenient and useful, especially if you always have a pedestrian, sorry, not a pedestrian, a passenger or a child sitting in the back seat, which we do. We have our oldest daughter sitting in the back. So to have that sunshade is an absolute fantastic idea. One thing I kind of wish Toyota would add would be a vented window. If you remember on the previous generation Toyota Siennas before 2021, most models gave you the option to pop this window out. I think it was either done manually or via power, and it kind of created some fresh airflow throughout the back of the Sienna. That would be really cool. Hopefully Toyota will add that for future models. Let me know what you think about that feature in the comments below. So lots of nice improvements and upgrades coming for the 2026 Toyota Sienna hybrid models. And speaking of improvements and upgrades, if you wanted to upgrade your interior a little bit on your current Toyota Sienna hybrid, whether it's a 2021 or a 2025 like this one, you can actually get yourself a set of custom fitting all-weather floor mats from LastFit. LastFit makes a custom fitting all-weather floor mat that's made from a premium TPE material, which is basically the combination of plastic and rubber. It gives you the best of both worlds, not being too stiff or too flexible and soft. It's very easy to install and uninstall these mats and keep them clean. It gives you edge-to-edge protection with tighter cornering and higher edges for more protection. So if you want a little bit more of a custom fitting all-weather floor mat, or you just want to upgrade the mats on your interior of your Sienna hybrid for further and more protection, check out LastFit. I'll leave a link in the comments or in the description section. You guys can check them out later on for your Sienna or any other Toyota model you might have. Now, we don't have anything really official yet from Toyota with regards to pricing or when the actual on sale or arrival time will come for the 2026 Toyota Sienna hybrids. I imagine it will be sometime over the next couple of months. Typically, the fall and early winter is when manufacturers change over from one model year to the next, and we're right around September now, so 2025 should be coming out of production sometime soon, and which means the 2026s will start to go into production very soon, and you will have an upgraded version of a Toyota Sienna hybrid. I hope you guys enjoyed this video topic and review. Thank you to LastFit for sponsoring this video. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.